Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
Good morning, Gomez family!
3, 2, 1.
We move mountains to save a little boy's life.
Hey, Jonah, we're here to find you a match. You think we can help him out?
It's an amazing feeling as a mom. You have all of these people that want your son to live and that will do anything possible to have that happen.
So guys, Michael Page exhibit. Take a look outside because it doesn't get any better than this. Beautiful Utah. We're cruising through Salt Lake City right now on our way to South Jordan to meet the Gomez family. So it's Jessica, the mom, her 7-year-old boy, Jonah, and her 5-year-old daughter, Ellie. This is a tight-knit family, but right now, they're dealing with a huge problem with Jonah's health. Take a look at this, and you'll see why we're here.
Hi, I'm Jessica Gomez, and these are my two beautiful kids, Jonah, who's 7, and Ellie, who's 5.5.
Jonah's really lucky to have Ellie, and Ellie's lucky to have Jonah. They love each other, and they are best friends.
Just me and you.
Just me and you. Oh, that's cute. We could... Sure.
Hey, Joe, what's your favorite thing to do? Play soccer. This is Ariel, and I like to snuggle with her.
Jonah has 2 different blood disorders. He's actually the only known child in the world that has this combination of blood disorders. He has sickle hemoglobin D disorder and pyruvate kinase deficiency. Red blood cells carry oxygen throughout the body, and because Jonah's are sickle cell shaped, his don't oxygenate his body as well. And so his symptoms basically are low oxygen, shortness of breath, chest pain.
We have a current treatment regimen for Jonah that gives him red blood cells by transfusion about every 2 months.
Jonah just had his 65th transfusion, and since his birth, he has been hospitalized more than 20 times.
He's such an amazing little boy. He's resilient, and he doesn't let these disorders hold him back at all. Whatever he wants to do, he'll do it.
Jonah Gomez's dream began on Friday when he got to practice some footwork on the field with Salt Lake Real team captain Kyle Beckerman.
He's the type of kid that has so much energy, always got a smile on his face. He's just, he's a star in my eyes.
Jesse and the kids are living with me right now. Because of Jonah's illness and the extreme medical costs, they were never able to really get their own place.
The medical bills are staggering. It's very hard to keep up with all of the bills, and when he does have these moments of being hospitalized, they can go from $500 to $5,000 within days. I'm so grateful for my parents for allowing us to live here,
But it just is not conducive to what I need to do for Jonah and his health.
it's very important to not have any mold issues for Jonah because of his lung issues. We had a specialist come in and tell us that it was causing a lot of problems in the house and the air quality, and that we need to get it taken care of as soon as possible.
It would be so amazing to have a home for Jonah, not only for Jonah, but for Ellie. She's always there to help her brother. She's the nurse for Jonah.
Ellie's my hero because she's my nurse.
Yeah. With sickle cell, the only cure is a bone marrow transplant.
Unfortunately, Jonah does not have a relative with a pattern that would predict a successful transplant. And in searching through the databases, there is not an identified individual who's currently registered who would be a donor for him.
Without a marrow transplant, Jonah's going to have a shortened life. One of the crises that he could have is called a splenic. Your blood pressure drops, your heart races, and your spleen just fills up with blood. It's an incredibly painful and very dangerous crisis that he needs medical help within the hour, or he could die.
It's really hard sometimes to think that, this could be his last year. Or he might defy every odd against him and have this amazing story of love and faith and courage.
Thanks for coming to visit. Thank you.
Incredible story, right?
Amazing. But how scary to think that your kid might not make it to the year.
Yeah, the place they're living is just temporary. So this week, I say we put them in their own house, right? Awesome. So it's over the hill and through the woods because we're going to Grandma's house. You need your people to get with me.
Yes, do it.
This is it. Let's go. Good morning, Gomez family! Jessica, Jonah, Ellie, come on out! Are you so excited?
I'm so glad you could be here. I am in complete shock. After all these years of hoping that something could happen for Jonah, it's here. It's finally here.
I mean, what has it been like to try and, like, keep a positive face for the kids, but, like, what's it been like? I bet.
It is so hard because Jonah's the only kid in the world that has both combinations of blood disorder. It's like you're alone and you don't have anybody. And then when he got really, really sick, I promised Jonah that I would fight, that I would spend every day, every hour, every moment finding a cure for him. And this is pretty amazing.
We're going to help you fight that fight.
That's right. That's right. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So,
awesome.
Ellie, Jonah, you guys know what we do, right?
Yep.
So what do you think we're going to do here?
Build a new house.
How's that sound, Ellie? Pretty good?
Awesome.
You guys are incredibly cute.
Yeah, right. I know.
But you know what? I say we get this thing started.
Let's
so we
do
take
it.
a look at some house?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it! Show us your house. Come on. Jessica is handling some seriously heavy issues about a child who may not make it through a year. The fact that she can face every day like that with a smile and a go-get-em attitude, like we are not going to let this stop us, is like, you don't find that in a person every single day.
Watch your step. It's a little...
Wait a second. So we're in a garage,
This
right?
is the garage.
You live downstairs from the garage?
Yeah. Yeah, come on down.
Really?
Yeah, come on in. Sorry, it's a little messy, but this is the washroom / storage room.
What's that?
This is Jonah's oximeter.
So it's an oxygen machine?
Yeah, this is an oxygen machine, and he has to wear it every night to be able to keep his oxygen levels at normal.
And this really is, I mean, you guys live in a very small space, clearly.
Yeah, it's really small. And this is my room.
This is your room. What's this?
My kids love to draw, and especially my little Ellie. You're special.
That's
You're
awesome.
special.
Spelled in a totally new way.
Yeah, she's special.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I try to just teach them if you're grateful, you're so much better as an individual. In fact, every
appreciate
night,
everything more?
well, actually, we have gratitude books. Every night when we get into bed, the kids and I write down what we're thankful for.
I love to play soccer all day. I'm thinking, that's so cool. This is a really great idea.
I want my kids to just be grateful for life.
Yeah.
How important it is.
Have you ever had one of those really heavy ones that you're really thankful for in there?
Well, I just said, I thank God for getting my son out of the ICU. I can't tell you how I felt when I was able to walk out of that place.
Because you got to walk out with your son.
I got to walk out with my baby, yeah.
That's a really cool thing to do. Huh.
I'll get you a gratitude book.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I could use that. I'd be very
Grateful?
grateful.
Here you
Yeah.
go. Did you see that?
Nice! How long you been playing soccer, man?
5 years.
He's good. He is good.
So your mom said that you're a big help with Jonah. I am. You are. You act like Jonah's nurse, huh? Is it scary when he goes in the hospital and he has to get the blood transfusions? Sometimes. Because it's scary for him and it's scary for me. That's true.
Wow, way to break the goal, Michael.
Well, this isn't exactly top of the line here.
No, we can do way better than this.
You
I
think?
Yeah.
This is Jonah and Ellie's room. The thing I don't really like about Jonah's room is this is the garage right here. And so in the wintertime when we start the cars, the carbon monoxide comes in.
Here.
Yeah, but I try everything I can do to keep him healthy.
This is a kid who loves being active and clearly he loves going outside. But then I see that he's on an oxygen machine. So, like, is he okay being outside or are there times that he can't be?
Yeah, like because of Utah and the extreme elements that we have, he dehydrates so quickly. So I need to bring him inside, but there's nowhere to play. You can't really have a soccer game with him. We don't have a space for it.
What things keep Jonah from thinking about the seriousness of this situation?
Waterfalls. He loves waterfalls.
But that
Loves
sounds
them.
zen-like for a 7-year-old.
I know, right?
That's
But
cool that he
yeah,
loves
he
it.
loves that.
And so clearly he's a soccer fan.
Clearly.
I mean,
I don't know how you could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves his Real Salt Lake.
What is that?
I made this book to kind of remember when he was in the hospital. Here we are in PICU, and they're trying to get the lungs to open up.
His lungs collapsed.
Because of the sickle cell, because he had an acute chest syndrome. I just remember talking to the nurse saying, I don't want him to leave me yet. And I just promised Jonah that I would fight every single day for him to find somebody. I will not stop until I find somebody that will help him. He's an amazing little boy. He's been through so much. There's somebody out there that's got to be a match for Jonah, though.
I wish, we could tell you today that we found a donor that
Can you imagine? That would be pretty amazing.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, buddy, come on in.
Hi, superstar.
We were just talking about you.
Oh, you've been playing soccer.
Yep.
Yep.
It's hard to imagine somebody your age has been through so much already. You're definitely a fighter, right?
Yep. How do you feel when you get blood?
Awesome.
Awesome.
Feels great.
This week, we're going to make sure that Jonah's got a healthy environment to live in. But I'm also going to let you know that we're going to do our best to get the word out there to try and find a donor for him.
That'd be awesome. Thank you, Ty. I know you will.
All right, let's gather everybody up and get you on vacation. I think the Gomez family is really surprising because when you see their faces, you see their energy, you see the love that they have, you would never guess that they're dealing with such a heavy illness. So this week, I think it's important we not only put you in a safe environment in a new home, but also try and get the word out about how important it is to register to be a bone marrow donor. Clearly, we're not going to be tearing down their grandparents' house. However, before they go on vacation, they've got a big surprise, and I can't wait to show them.
So you guys want to know where we're going?
You want to know where we're going?
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah. Let's ask Ty. Where are we going, Ty? Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going?
We're going...
Where?
We're going there.
I love Real Salt Lake. These are my boys. This is my team.
Well, I want to introduce you to the people that are really making all this happen. But to do that, I sort of have to tell you the big news first. The land that we're standing on and the house that we're going to build is going to be mortgage-free.
Are you serious?
Yes. So the home site that we're building on was donated by Rio Tinto Daybreak Community. I'd like to introduce Ty McCutcheon. Come on out here.
I just want to say on behalf of Rio Tinto, we are so excited to be the first to welcome you to Daybreak, your new home.
Oh, that means so much. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So let me introduce you to the guys who are actually going to be building the home for you guys. I'm talking about Patrick and Spencer Holmes from Holmes Homes.
From our family to yours, we're going to build you a wonderful, wonderful house. All it takes is all we've got. And I'm here to ask everybody to give all you got. And let's build the very best house we can for a family that we already love.
I have so much love for you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
So, Jonah, you like surprises, right?
Yes.
Well, Captain Kyle Beckerman has got a nice surprise for you.
Well, Jonah, we want you to be our honorary captain.
So, Captain, would you like to know where you're going on vacation now? You guys are going to the Disneyland Resort in Southern California! And the cool thing is, well, now that you're part of the team, you get to travel in style on the team bus! Guys, have a great time on vacation! Idea for Jonah down here in the basement. And I think I might have an idea. Well, I think I found the place for that big idea. What's really tough about Jonah is because of his illness, going outside in extreme conditions is not the place for Jonah. I think the one thing that really takes his mind off of what he's fighting every day is soccer. And so Real Salt Lake, that's his team. And that stadium is absolutely beautiful. So I think this week it's really important that we bring those kind of elements into the basement so that it really feels like you're at Rio Tinto Stadium, except now it's going to be Rio Gomez Stadium.
I see you got the lab set up, and we're ready to build Jonah's oxygen fountain.
Let's get it started.
Yeah, okay, so we got some testers here. What does this look like? Oh, this is cantaloupe, right?
Yep.
Come on, guys, get a whiff of that. Cantaloupe, right? Smells good. Jonah needs oxygen for his therapy. This week, I'm responsible for the concession stand with the oxygen fountain in this indoor soccer stadium.
It's going to be a fun way for him to get the oxygen he needs without feeling like he's the patient.
It's cherry, huh?
It's good.
Yeah, it's good. All right, good. Oh, yeah, that's good. All right. Okay, who wants the sock? Okay, stay on the sock.
It's absolutely gorgeous out here. I can't believe this is right by the house. I want to make sure that Ellie is taken care of this week. Ellie had this Little Mermaid doll, and Ariel is her favorite princess. So I am going full Little Mermaid theme in her room. So everywhere you look, it's going to look like she's under the sea. Well, I'm thinking, it's an under the sea room. Maybe we go with like shipwreck theme. Like half the boat in Ellie's room is underneath the water, but the half that's in Jonah's room is above. And then we'll put like a partition in the middle of the room, maybe like a glass wall or something. I don't know.
Let's give it a shot.
Let's try it.
So the thing about Jonah and Ellie is they really like being close to each other.
I think it's starting to sink. It's working. Oh, it's working.
Paige had a really good idea about making sure that Ellie and Jonah are very close to each other, almost in the same room. Ellie's side is all about underwater mermaids, and then Jonah could be sort of like an adventure in a pirate ship, seeing a waterfall in the distance.
Here we are.
Wow. Thanks, Ty. That's a great idea, Paige. income property, which is going to help Jessica out immensely. That right there is our house. As you can see, there's a lot of work to be done, but in a matter of days, the Gomez family will have a home of their own.
When you have a little boy like Jonah with 2 rare blood disorders, there's a lot of bills. And we don't want Jessica to have to worry about that. So right next door to their home, we're building an income property. So she can rent that out, and the income will be there when she needs it.
Hey, Michael, how's it going down there?
It is going awesome. I'm in the master bath, and it's amazing.
Well, I am looking at a gorgeous view of the neighborhood, the lake. I mean, this community is so amazing.
You know what, Paige? She's got the same view you got right here.
Absolutely gorgeous.
That is what I call a cascade, my friend. Jonah really does love waterfalls. The thing is, it can't be a real waterfall because that creates mold and things that are all bad for his environment. So we have to do sort of a sculpture of a waterfall. We're going to call it Jonah's Falls.
Wow, so cool. What I'd like to add is more of those copper elements that you see all over Utah.
Oh, wow. Are you kidding me? It's a copper car.
Utah has the largest copper mine in the country, and it's actually not far from where we're building the house. So to kind of bring in the local feeling of Utah, I'm going to be using a lot of copper throughout the house, interior and exterior.
Look at this. This is amazing.
Pretty cool, huh? I heard you guys need some copper.
Oh, yeah. We need all
the Gomez family and the home that you're building for them. Copper's antimicrobial, right? Okay. It's been proven that it resists the growth of viruses and germs. We think that might be helpful for Jonah. What do you guys think?
That's awesome.
Today, what we'd like to do
what are we going to do?
Yeah, so let's go out and have a look at the process.
I'm with it. Let's get it.
Push with 2 fingers and hold down on those 2 keys that say fire.
3, 2, 1. Oh, God, did you see that?
I've never seen anything like that.
So we got to take all of that rock and we got to get it into some 320-ton haul trucks.
Look at this thing. It's like an apartment building.
You take this one, I'll take that one.
Cool. Whoa, look at this view. Wow, man.
The process is amazing. They grind up the rock, they sift through and get the copper out. It takes a long time.
You know a guy?
I know a guy. I think we can get some copper down to the house. How's that sound?
Thanks, Joe.
See you guys.
All right, well, this great big space in here is Ellie and Jonah's bedroom. Now, they shared a bedroom before. We want to give them their own space, but Ellie's a little nurse. She wants to check on her brother. So we've come up with a solution. Glass. So this glass will be in between their rooms. They'll still have the separation. They'll have their own space. But now she can be a little nurse that she is and checks in on her brother. But ladies, I think we're going to need a bigger piece of glass. Let's go.
Blue shirts, gather around. A very important announcement here. Our goal this week is to find a match for Jonah. You guys could be the match. Very simple. All you have to do to be a bone marrow donor is to take this little swab the inside of your cheek to find out if you could be the match for Jonah. You guys ready to volunteer? Yeah! All right, tonight, Rio Tinto Stadium. Let's hear it for
The kids don't really go on family vacations just because we couldn't afford it, and Disneyland was amazing. Jonah, he was just having the time of his life. Ellie, she was glowing like a princess.
You know you look just like one of us, huh?
She just was having a ball.
Hello? Hey, Jessica, I'm calling because I want to send you guys to this major soccer event happening tonight at Rose Bowl Stadium. And let's just say I think it's going to be a match you won't soon forget.
Soccer, that's going to be awesome.
That's going to be awesome.
So, guys, have a great time. I'll talk to you soon, all right?
Bye, Ty!
Ty wanted me to take Jonah to the soccer match. But not only that, we're using this opportunity to spread the word about Jonah's disorder and get a lot of bone marrow donation registration going on.
Pasadena, make some noise! I got a message from my man, Ty Pennington. So everybody take a look at that video monitor right there.
Hello, Pasadena. Hello, soccer fans. There's a little boy there today by the name of Jonah, and he needs all of our help. He's got a rare blood disorder, and a bone marrow match could change his life forever. So I'm asking all of you guys to step up and register to be a bone marrow donor tonight. It's a commitment, but imagine, you could save someone's life. It's quick and it's easy. See? Even I'm doing it. And Jonah, I want you to know that DKMS and Major League Soccer are not only holding drives right there in Pasadena, but at soccer games all over the country tonight. Check this out.
FC Dallas is finding you a match.
We got your back, Jonah.
Hey, Jonah, it sounds like Earthquakes are finding you a match.
We're here with Sporting Kansas City.
And we're trying to find a match for you, Jonah.
DC United is finding you a match, Jonah.
Philadelphia Union are finding you a match, Jonah.
Hey, Jonah, Jessica, and Ellie, we're your favorite place in the whole world, and we're here to find you a match.
Hello, Jonah. We're up here in the registration area, and people have been coming all evening to sign up. And Jonah, we want to let you know how much your Real Salt Lake fans support you and our mission to find you a match. Take a look.
You see these wonderful people step up, and they don't even know us.
And they care. They want Jonah to live. I just feel hopeful that we might find something for Jonah. This is big. This is really, really big.
What do you say, Pasadena? You think we can help him out?
That's crazy, man. Hold on, let me. Hey, Ty.
Yeah, that's Ty. What's up?
Man, we're trying with this slide idea, man. I don't think it's gonna work.
So X and I are teaming up on Jonah's indoor soccer stadium, and I wanted to come up with a really fun way for Jonah to get from his room to the basement. I had an idea that we should bring a slide in. So basically with a straight slide, it stops too early and they've got pretty much a fall. Exactly. Clearly, it was too short and it just didn't fit the space. Okay, I think I might have just had an idea. Maybe it's not such a straight line that we need, but more of a, well, let's call it a spiral. I think I've got the solution that's going to keep these kids going in circles.
I'm standing in the Great Salt Lake. Now, this is highly salinated water. This was shiny metal 2 days ago. I dunked it in, and it rusted. So what I'm hoping is that by dunking this copper in the water, we'll get the same effect. Copper is one of the biggest exports that Utah has. So you're going to see it on the exterior, the interior, and probably anywhere else I can put it. And copper that's unfinished or untreated will patina over time. That's when you see, like, the Statue of Liberty. It took 20 years for the Statue of Liberty to turn from bright orange copper to green. So something you can do is speed that process up, and that's putting it in heavily concentrated salt water. Hopefully this will start to look like this.
Next one, going in. Perfect. So these are going to light up the entire slide, right?
Yes.
Oh, that's perfect.
That looks good.
This is awesome.
I think we're ready for the last piece. This copper looks awesome. We got copper going all over the house. Front door, the gates, inside. I think it looks great here on the side of the house, don't you?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
What's kind of neat about the actual Rio Tinto Stadium is the canopy twists like a twisted vertebrae.
So these got to be at different angles to give it that twisted look.
Each one.
That seems like it's going to require math.
It is.
We might need to get some help.
It's all geometry.
That is perfect. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Just want to see about how high you like it here.
Perfect, just a tad higher. Because we got the knob down here. That's perfect.
I think we pulled off something amazing this week. We not only built a home, we gave a little kid who struggles every day not knowing what life's going to throw at him, we gave him a chance to have a healthy environment so that he can be a 7-year-old boy. He can play soccer. He can have fun. And that is really huge. That's life-changing stuff.
We got our last oxygen concentrator in. We got our fountains in.
We're ready
Our
to
oxygen
go.
fountain is put together.
Yeah, we're ready to go. Oh my gosh. Look at all these people. Oh my gosh.
I want you to know that this week has been incredible. So many people have stepped up. You guys are finally going to have a home of your own.
My heart is so full of love and gratitude. I just want to thank each and every person that's done this. Please know that I am so thankful.
Think we ought to move the bus?
Yeah.
You know what to say. Say it with me. Here we go. Bus driver. You know what to say. Say it with me. Here we go. Bus driver.
When the bus moved, it was pretty overwhelming. I just have dedicated my whole life to trying to keep Jonah as healthy as I can until he finds his cure. Living in the basement was very challenging. And then just seeing this absolutely stunningly beautiful home, I definitely have some hope. I feel rejuvenated. I feel like this is just the very beginning for us, and I'm so excited for the future.
You guys want to check out the inside? Let's go check out the house. Check out your little courtyard.
Oh my god.
Jonah, check out your waterfall.
That is awesome.
I love waterfalls because I like the mist when it comes out. Glad I have a waterfall in my front yard. That was cool. What? Oh my gosh!
This is awesome. Look
at this, guys. This is amazing. Are you kidding me? Look at this.
So what do you guys think?
This is amazing. Are
Awesome,
you kidding?
right?
It's not look.
Check out this dining room table. Copper dining room table.
No way. Oh, that is awesome.
The cool thing about copper is it's antimicrobial, which means if you get germs on it, it's easy to clean off. So that's really good for you, Jonah. I think Michael did an awesome job pulling it all together.
Oh, he did a fantastic job.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you love the house, I want you guys to give a big hug to some people who really made this happen. I'm talking about Ty McCutcheon from Rio Tinto's Daybreak Community and our builders, Patrick and Spencer Holmes from Homes. These guys have been phenomenal all week.
This is amazing.
These are the keys to your new home.
Thank you so much.
Secondly, we know how important finances are for you. These are the keys to an income property that we have to help you make ends meet.
Are you serious? Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
At that moment when we handed Jessica those keys for the rental property, I could see in her eyes peace of mind. It means financial security for the first time in her life. She has a home. She has freedom where she can pay those bills and take care of Jonah.
Go check out your brand new rental property.
Oh my gosh. This is so beautiful.
Look how gorgeous. Just to be able to have the extra income, I'll be able to make sure that Jonah's needs are being met. And that is huge.
One of the main things we want to do is really get the word out about registering to become a bone marrow donor. We know trying to find that perfect match can be difficult. So we brought a team in of people that really specialize in genealogy and tracking family history. I want you to take a look at this. So right here is Jonah's family tree. The best possible chance for a bone marrow match would be a blood relative.
That's right.
Well, that's why we did this research. And so we found your great-great-grandfather. He ended up having around 10 children. Tracing that history, we've realized that literally 50% of his bloodline still live in the state of Utah.
No way.
Yeah. I think you should go outside right now because I think, well, let's just say there's some people you might want to meet that might just increase your chances. Let's take a walk outside. Guys, Jessica and Jonah, these people are related to you. And the cool thing is they've all committed to sign up to become bone marrow donors.
I had all of our closest relatives swabbed and put on the registry, but no one in our immediate family was a match. To find people that are related just gives me so much more hope to know that maybe we're closer of finding somebody that's going to be an exact match to Jonah.
Well, guess what? There's still some more house to see. Would you like to see some more house?
It's amazing. Oh my gosh. I love my room. Hi, Ellie. Are you having fun? Mm-hmm. You recognize who that is, right? And who's that? I don't know. That's you. Under his sea is fun.
This is amazing. This is so cool.
Hey there.
This is amazing, Mikey. Oh my gosh.
Do you love?
I love it.
This is your sanctuary.
Michael did a fabulous job making something serene and calming for me. It's cozy and comforting, and I just love it.
The big heart here represents you. These little hearts represent Jonah and Ellie. And I know how important your books are.
Yes.
You know it's from your kids. Why don't you grab that one?
Oh.
So you can add to this. I picked up some of the ones that were on your wall. And here are your new gratitude journals. One for you and one for each of the kids.
Oh. A fresh start.
Oh my gosh. Awesome room. Waterfall. My new house, I have the pirate room. It's like a shipwreck.
Jonah! Dude, what do you think of your new room?
This is awesome.
Did you notice the waterfall?
Put a waterfall in my pirate room. I love it.
I know before, you were sharing a room with your sister Ellie, right?
Yeah.
She's sort of your nurse and kind of keeping an eye on you, right?
Yeah.
So check this out. If you pull up the mainsail, right? Look at that. You can see Ellie.
Hi, Ellie.
So she can keep an eye on you.
When do we get up there?
You're curious on what that is, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's a crow's nest. I'm going to let you see it, but you can't see it yet. Can you give me a pirate's oath of honor that you're not going to go in there till I get back?
Yeah.
Say, arg, I promise.
I promise.
Okay.
I love this one here. This one's great.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Hey, guys. What do you think? You like?
I like.
Awesome,
Mucho.
right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I need to grab you because we need to go now.
Okay.
Guys, I'm back.
Hey.
Mom, check out Jonah's room.
Really? You got a bunk bed, Jonah?
It is much more than just a bed. Paige, why don't you tell them what I'm talking about?
We know with Jonah's condition that it's really important for him to have a steady supply of oxygen all night long.
Yes.
So, our friends at CVS Pharmacy want to make things easy for him, and they've actually turned this bed into an oxygen tent. It is all self-contained. Come check it out. That is the controls that you will use, and check this out. So this will be over here, so he won't even hear it.
Awesome!
But that's not all. They also know how important it is for Jonah to have a place to play that's safe and healthy indoors. So let's just say you're gonna get a kick out of it.
You guys ready to see your surprise?
Yeah!
Ellie, you can go around. You can go from your room. We'll meet you in the crow's nest.
Let's go.
Well, come on up, everybody. So how cool is this, man? You got a slide in your room.
I'm the only kid that has a slide in my house.
You guys ready? Yeah! Well, then follow me. Surprise!
To find out if you can be the match for Jonah and kids like him, go to abettercommunity.com.
Are you guys ready? Yeah! Well, then follow me. Surprise! It looks just like Real Salt Lake, right?
I love my indoor soccer stadium. That field, that's gonna make me awesome.
I got something really special for you, Jonah. What you see right here is the world's first virtual soccer game. You're the only one in the world with it. All you have to do is use this ball here. I'm going to start it up for you.
Your job is to try and get it in the back of the goal without the keeper stopping the shot.
It's for the game. Can you do it?
Oh, that's it.
So here's the cool thing. After playing soccer down here, maybe you want a refreshment? Check out the refreshment area. Check it out. Look at the oxygen bar. Corn, candy, cotton candy, oxygen.
Want to try out some oxygen? It's flavored.
Flavored.
This one's blueberry.
Awesome. We love it.
All right. Well, CVS Pharmacy understands the importance of being healthy and exercise. Not only did they provide this soccer stadium for you guys, but they provided this oxygen fountain. So whenever you get winded or you need some kind of oxygen, man, it's right here for you. And that's not it. They've also helped you out with his medical bills. So they gave you $40,000.
Are you serious?
Yes. So you can spend less time worrying about that, more time being a family.
The downstairs will give Jonah even more motivation to stay healthy and, stay strong until we can find somebody to help him. This is huge, and I am so grateful.
Want to play soccer or something?
Yeah.
Don't you feel like there's something sort of missing?
Players.
All of Real Salt Lake has been incredible this week. They've been a huge part of making this happen.
We love these boys.
And they actually have one more thing to tell you, right?
We do. So, Bud, on behalf of the whole Real Salt Lake organization, we have one more awesome present for you. We got you season tickets. but, not just for this season, for the rest of your life, bro.
Awesome. I get to see every game for a lifetime.
It has been a really incredible week. By getting the word out, so many more people registered to donate bone marrow, and you never know. Because of that, that miracle could possibly happen. But, Jonah, you're finally in a healthy environment, my friend, where you can breathe easier, your mom can breathe easier. And look at this. You've actually got an indoor soccer stadium in your basement.
That's right.
Cool stuff.
It's just going to be amazing as we grow up in this house. I'm just so grateful for you guys.
Well, I guess there's just one thing left to say. Welcome home, Gomez family! Let's play some soccer!
I'm going to play soccer in my new stadium right now.
Oh, yeah!
I feel like this is just the very beginning for Jonah. Now we have the platform that we can continue on getting the word out, getting the message out, and
My heart is just full of so much gratitude for everybody that registered. That's pretty amazing that all those people would do that for Jonah.
To find out more about the products used on tonight's show, go to abc.com.
I could be a match.
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 I could be a match. And so could you.